Okay, so the time has come where we're going to have to put some of this stuff together that we've been looking at over the past several days. Your job today is to actually analyze the life's work of Andrew Carnegie and John D. Rockefeller. As I've mentioned in class several times, these guys are neither perfect nor are they the embodiment of evil. They're somewhere in between. So part of what you're doing today is a little unfair. You have to decide whether you think that they are more good guy, captain of industry, or bad guy, robber baron. Um, Captain of industry is a term that would be used to describe um, these two as creators of jobs, providers of a service that people highly desire. People wanted Carnegie Steel, people wanted uh, Rockefeller's kerosene, Standard Oil, so it's not like they were stealing from people. They were also giving thousands of people jobs, and they, with that money, gave hundreds of $1 millions away to charity for different charitable causes. So, on one hand, they are captains of industry, these creators, these innovators, these entrepreneurs that are brilliant business people. But on the other hand, they are also robber barons. These, people will see them as cutthroat business people that will do anything to earn an extra dollar. We saw with Carnegie, with what happened at Homestead, which many people hold him responsible for what happens there. Rockefeller isn't above hiring people to come beat up the competition, literally. So there are some really highly questionable business practices in terms of the morality of their business practices as well. So what I want you guys to do today is to decide which side of the coin do you come down on. Which, they've got their scales here, and you have to tip it one way or the other. I'm telling you right now that they're both, but you can't be wishy-washy. You have to look at what they did, and you have to decide which outweighs the other. Okay, so on the document that you have there, your job is to answer these questions, find the definitions for those terms, and then on this link right here, the link to the Rockefeller reading, you're going to click on that, read through what's on there, and you have to decide. It's not going to tell you this makes him a captain of industry and this makes him a robber baron. You're going to have to figure that out yourself. Now, you can also use what we have had or what we have learned on the Men Who Built America. You're going to build a bulleted list for good things, bad things, and then your decision is based on you look at this list, you look at this list, and then you tell me which one you think it, not necessarily just which one's longer, but which one actually has more weight, which one's more important in your mind. And so you decide, is he a captain of industry or a robber baron? And then you're going to do the same thing for Andrew Carnegie. Again, you have a set of questions that you need to answer. And then there are two links here for readings. The second one is a little bit more information about Homestead. And you're going to, again, build a bulleted list of great things that he did and things that were kind of dirty, underhanded, whatever. And then you're going to decide which one of those is greater. Not necessarily just which one has more bullet points, but when you add it all up, which one do you feel like is more important, weighs more than the other? Okay, again, the links are not going to tell you here's a captain of industry thing that you need to know, and here's a robber baron thing that you need to know. That you're going to have to decide that for yourself. All right, so you're going to do that for both Andrew Carnegie and for John D. Rockefeller, and then go ahead and turn that in.